Good morning. Ms. Gladys Rico Plata, please lead the prayer.
Dear God, thank you for this new day. Guide us, protect us, and fill us with your peace. Lord, grant us strength and wisdom as we face the challenges ahead. Help us to glorify you all in all that we do. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Back Secretariat, please determine the body if we are in quorum.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our pre-bid conference for Civil Works. I would like to acknowledge the presence of everyone here. We have here our Bids and Awards Committee, starting with our Chairperson, Engineer Wilfredo Mintupua, our back members, Engineer Camilo Bantayan, Engineer Danilo Cotamora, Engineer Joel Wilson Inutan, and our end user, Engineer Christopher Saiman. We also have representatives from the Planning and Design Section, Engineer Quadrasal and Engineer Tordin, and the members of the back secretariat. Majority of the members are present, sir. We are in quorum.
And thank you, Engineer Kamutan. Since we are in quorum, I now declare this pre-bid conference into order. Back members of back secretariat, representative from planning, viewers in YouTube, once again, good morning and welcome to this pre-bid conference. Today we have a contract ID for this pre-bid conference. The contract ID 25LF0009. The access road from Sitio Sangab to Sitio Panlaisan, Barangay Pichon, leading to Pinutuan Falls, Mandaya Indigenous Community and Forest Protected Area, Caraga, Davao Oriental. Contract ID 25LF0010, Dakung Banwa Bridge, along Surigao, Davao Oriental Coastal Road, Buston Section. 25LF0011, Nasipit Bridge, along Surigao, Davao Oriental Coastal Road, Tarragona, Davao Oriental. Contract ID 25LF0012, construction of flood mitigating structure along Caraga River, Upper San Pedro Section, Caraga, Davao Oriental. Contract ID 25LF0013, the Kuta Bridge along Surigao del Sur, boundary Davao Oriental Coastal Road, Caraga, Davao Oriental. 25LF0014, the Manay Bridge along Surigao del Sur, boundary Davao Oriental Coastal Road, Manay, Davao Oriental. 25LF0015, Guza, Cento, via Dalidon to Barangay San Fermin, via Fatima leading to Saukon River, and Manreza Rice Fields, Manay, Davao Oriental. And contract ID 25LF0016, completion of DPWH office building, construction section, Davao Oriental, 1st District Engineering Office, Maganga, Davao Oriental. The agenda or brief presentation, explanation by the fact of the following. First agenda, the basic contract data, including the contract description, approved budget for contract and duration. The second agenda, the requirements of bidding documents, including the instructions of bidders, general condition of contract, the special conditions of contract, specifications, drawings, bill of quantities, and forms. The third agenda, the documents to be submitted by the bidder, the technical component, and the financial component of the bid. The fourth agenda, the criteria and procedures for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award. Then question comments from the bidders and replied by PIBA and other representatives of procuring entity. The other matters, and the last one is summary of proceedings, including supplemental bid bulletins to be issued. The first agenda, the basic contract data to be discussed by Engineer Joshua Quadrasal.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the basic contract data, first we have contract ID 25LF009, contract name, access road from Sitio Sangab to Sitio Panlaisan, Barangay Pichon, leading to Pinutuan Falls, Mandaya Indigenous Community and Forest Protected Area. Location, Caraga, Davao Oriental. Scope of works, construction of concrete road 0.231 kilometers PCCP, 6,100 millimeters width and 230 millimeter thick. Installation of trapezoidal line canal, grouted riprap, 292 linear meters. Installation of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white, 54.25 square meters. Installation of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow, 45.75 square meters. Approved budget for the contract, 4,900,000. Contract duration, 38 calendar days. For contract ID 25LF0010, contract name, Dakung Banwa Bridge along Surigao del Sur boundary, Davao Oriental Coastal Road. Location, Buston, Davao Oriental. Scope of works, installation of 80 linear meters, steel sheet, replacement of missing bolts, application of stone mastic asphalt on deck slab, street lights, cleaning of bridge. Approved budget for the contract, 18,130,000. Contract duration, 134 calendar days. For contract ID 25LF0011, contract name, Nasipit Bridge along Surigao del Sur boundary, Davao Oriental Coastal Road. Location, Tarragona, Davao Oriental. Scope of works, construction of abutment protection, concrete slope with sheet pile foundation. Approved budget for the contract, 19,600,000. Contract duration, 104 calendar days. For contract ID 25LF0012, contract name, construction of flood mitigation structure along Caraga River, Upper San Pedro section. Location, Caraga, Davao Oriental. Scope of works, construction of gabion revetment on a steel sheet pile foundation, total length 223 meters. Construction of gabion revetment on an existing steel sheet pile foundation, total length 270 meters. Construction of gabion revetment for closure, total length 20 meters. Embankment, total volume 24,814.25 cubic meters. Tree planting, seedlings, 1,000 pieces. Approved budget for the contract, 96,500,000. Contract duration, 339 calendar days.
For contract ID 25LF0013, Kuta Bridge, contract name, Kuta Bridge along Surigao del Sur boundary to Davao Oriental Coastal Road. Location, Caraga, Davao Oriental. Scope of works, application of carbon fibers on girder, epoxy injection on girders. Approved budget for the contract, 2,940,000. Contract duration, 45 calendar days. For contract ID 25LF0014, contract name, Manay Bridge along Surigao del Sur boundary to Davao Oriental Coastal Road. Location, Manay, Davao Oriental. Scope of works, construction of abutment protection, concrete slope with sheet pile as foundation. Approved budget for the contract, 19,600,000. Contract duration, 104 calendar days. For contract ID 25LF0015, contract name, Guza, Cento via Dalidon to Barangay San Fermin via Fatima, leading to Saukon River. Location, Manay, Davao Oriental. Scope of works, construction of PCCP, 2 lanes, 230 millimeter thick, 6,100
millimeter width, 207 meters. Construction of slope protection, rounded riprap, 11.20 linear meter, right side. Installation of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, white, 50.25 square meters. Installation of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, yellow, 25.8 square meters. Approved budget for the contract, 4,900,000. Contract duration, 38 calendar days. For contract ID 25LF0016, construction, completion of DPWH office building, construction section, Davao Oriental First DEO. Location, Baganga, Davao Oriental. Scope of works, completion of office building, construction section. Approved budget for the contract, 9,800,000. Contract duration, 90 calendar days. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Quadrasal and Engineer Manligoy. I, Engineer Tordil. Wala mo si Tordil. Sorry, Ma'am Tordil. For the second agenda, the requirements of the bidding documents. These projects were posted in the DPWH and PhilJEP's websites and in the conspicuous place in the premises of the DPWH Davao Oriental First District Engineering Office, Baganga. All required documents are included in the bidding documents posted in the DPWH and PhilJEP's websites, including the plans in PDF format. For the third agenda, the documents to be submitted by the bidder, to be discussed by Engineer Guerrero Inutan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the documents to be submitted by the bidders, bidders are required to submit two separate envelopes, the technical component and the financial component. 2 copies each, all original. For the first envelope, the technical component, we have the following required documents. Valid PhilJEP's certificate registration, Platinum membership, all pages. If enrolled in civil works application, all documents must be updated. If not enrolled, must include pickup license and registration, statement of all ongoing government and private projects, single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid, net financial contracting capacity computation, and statement of total assets and liabilities, and a joint venture agreement in case of a joint venture. The bid security in the prescribed form, amount, and validity period. The project requirements, which includes organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their complete qualification data, list of contractors' major construction and laboratory equipment units, own lease and or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership, lease, purchase, and certification of availability of equipment from lessor or vendor for the project duration, and the omnibus sworn statement in the form prescribed by GPPB, 10 items. For the financial component, we have the following required documents: bid form, bid prices in the bill of quantities, detailed estimates including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid, and the quarterly or monthly cash flow and payment schedule. Any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient document is ground for outright rejection of the bid. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Wilson Inutan. For the fourth agenda, the criteria and procedures for the preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award, to be discussed by Engineer James Inutan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The BAC will always follow the criteria and procedures for preliminary evaluation of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award pursuant of the IRR RA 9184 with non-discretionary pass-fail criteria. The technical working group will conduct evaluation and post-qualification of bids immediately right after the opening of bids. Notice of award will be issued to the lowest calculated responsive bidder and will be posted in the DPWH and PhilJEP's website. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Inutan. for the fifth agenda, the question, comments from the bidders and replies of back and other representative of procuring entity. Any other matters? Any other matters? There being none, let us proceed to the last agenda, the summary of proceedings, including supplemental bid bulletins to be issued. The deadline of the receipt of bids by the BAC is on November 28, 2024 at 10 a.m. and opening of bids at 10:15 a.m. immediately right after the receipt of bids. No bids shall be received beyond 10 a.m. The BAC Secretariat will inform the prospective bidders for any changes made in the bidding documents through the issuance of supplemental bid bulletin and will be posted to the DPWH and PLG's websites 7 days before the bidding date. Any other matter before we adjourn? Any motion for the adjournment of this pre-bid conference?
I move for the adjournment of this pre-bid conference.
I second the motion.
Since it has been moved and duly seconded, I now declare this opening of pre-bid conference adjourned.